Hello, hi everyone. Here in this video, we are going to see OWASP mobile top 10 risks as per latest update, which is received on 2024. First of all, OWASP full form was Open Worldwide Application Security Project. These are the mobile top 10 a list of the most critical security risks that are facing in mobile applications. Understanding these risks is very essential, especially for developers, DevOps, DevSecOps engineers, testers, or anyone who are interested in mobile application security testing. First one, improper credential usage. What exactly it means was, let's say, storing or handling of users' credentials like username and password in security within the particular application. If we see the example, let's say hard coding of API keys or passwords directly into the application source code is one of the example for improper handling of credential usage. And why exactly it was risky was, if let's say attackers decompile that particular application, they can exactly easily extract those credentials and gain the unauthorized access for the application. That was the first what exactly first risk. And coming to the second risk, inadequate supply chain security. What exactly inadequate supply chain security was, let's say using of third party libraries or software development kits, SDKs, without any proper security vetting. It is one of the inadequate supply chain security. For let's say if you wanted to see the example, integrating of third party analytics or software development kits that contains a malicious code, that was the one of the example for inadequate supply chain security. What exactly the risk for by using inadequate supply chain security was, um, it will compromise a third party components that can introduce the vulnerabilities into the existing application. And coming to the third risk, it was insecure authentication and authorization. What exactly it means was having a weak or improper implemented authentication or authorization mechanisms. Example was, let's say, allowing of users to access admin features without proper verification. It was the one of the example. Why it was risky was, attackers can definitely can exploit those weaknesses to impersonate users, or they can escalate the privileges. And the fourth risk was insufficient input output validation. Failing to properly validate data received from or sent to users. It was the insufficient input output validation. Example was not checking user input for malicious scripts leading to injection attacks. Why it was risky was, it can lead to data corruption or crashes or some security breaches. And coming to the fifth risk, it is insecure communication. Let's say transmitting data without any proper encryption or over unsecured channels, then it was comes under insecure communication. Example for this was sending of sensitive information over HTTP instead of HTTPS security. Okay. And why it was risky was, obviously the data can be intercepted or tampered with during transition. And coming to the sixth risk was inadequate privacy controls. What exactly it means was collecting or sharing of user data without any proper consent or safeguardness. Example for this was, sorry, accessing a user's contacts or location without informing the users. And why it was risk was, it violates a user policy and can that lead to a some legal consequences. And seventh risk was insufficient binary protection. What exactly it was, if there is a lack of protections against a reverse engineering or tampering on a application's binary, And the example was, we are not going to obfuscating a code or making it easier for attackers to analyze your code. It was one of the example. And why it was risky was attackers can modify the applications by to bypass the security checks or injection malicious code. And eighth risk was security misconfigurations. Obviously we know incorrect or some default security settings within the applications or its infrastructure. It was a security misconfiguration. And we can say example as the leveraging of or debug mode enabled in the production version of the application. And why it was risky was, it will provide say attackers with additional information or accesses points to exploit that particular information. Okay. And next risk was insecure data storage. Storing of sensitive data on a device without any proper encryption or safeguards, it comes under insecure data storage. Saving of passwords in a plain text format without any application local storage, within the application local storage, then it will comes under insecure data storage. And why it was risky was, obviously if the device is compromised and the attackers can easily access that particular data. Okay. And the final risk was insufficient cryptography. What exactly it was, using of outdated or weak encryption methods to protect data. And the example for this insufficient cryptography was employing deprecated algorithms like MD5 for sharing your passwords. That was like a legacy method. Okay. And why it was risky was, there is a weak encryption that can be easily broken, or that will expose the sensitive information. Okay. And yeah, first of all, understanding these risks is the first step towards your building a security mobile application. And for more details, just check the description. I will provide the link of the top 10 mobile OAPS risks as per 2024. That might be helpful for your preparation if you are interested into this particular domain. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.